Hi there and welcome to the channel. I'm Carmen. I'm going to take you inside of the Dollar Tree and show you what kind of fun junk journaling supplies they have. If you're not familiar with the Dollar Tree, they actually have a ton of crafting stuff, but then they also have items on other aisles. So I'm going to show you all of it and all of the good things to use in a junk journal that are pretty affordable. Everything is no longer $1. Some of it is $1.25, some is more than that. So you always have to check on the pricing. But you know, you've got all these little things. A lot of these can be used inside. You've got sequins, little beads, could be used as embellishments. This twine can be used, you can use this to make a charm that hangs off the side of your junk journal. We've got confetti. And so I'm just giving you an overview of the craft aisle here because there's so much, and if you are of an artistic persuasion, they have all kinds of affordable paints and brushes that you could get if you would like to do that. Here are a few cute items, the $1.25 little wooden items, and then they also have some patches too that would be really cute in a junk journal for embellishments. And then of course the most basic supplies you need for any kind of journaling, including junk journaling, you're going to need some pens, and then you're going to need either a journal or a book. Now I'll talk about another option that you can use, but they have lots of journals of all different types here. Really affordable. They've even got the kind, I like this type that has the elastic around it, but all different types. You can just use a regular notebook. So this is a great place to get started. Like these journals right here are $1.25. So great affordable way to get started with your journaling. And then like every kind of pen, marker, crayon that you can imagine, so you can draw. And they even have the weekly planner style journals if you would rather have a planner style to start your junk journal. Also, they've got different types of colored papers and different sets. This is $1.25 of these little sticky notes, but you could definitely use these sticky notes in a junk journal to embellish them and add to your pages or add a background to your pages. They've got all different types of tape. This is Scotch double-sided tape, so that can be really great for either scrapbooking or junk journaling. They do sell Elmer's glue. It's not usually right in this spot, but sometimes things like glue are cheaper at stores like Walmart. You just have to do some price comparison and see which is cheaper. These clips are great for opening your journal, holding it open if it gets really thick while you're working on your journal. So that's something to think about. Same with paper clips. They're good for holding things in place while they dry. Same with these. Here's a nice set that has both the clips and the paper clips. And so all kinds of things here. And then now we have multiple types of glue. And again, sometimes these are cheaper elsewhere. You've also got scissors and a lot of things you can find here. This is sort of the classroom area, but they've got all these little stickers and different things that could also be used in a junk journal as well. You could even use some of these borders. And then this is one of my favorite, and this is not the only section for stickers. You have to sort of look around the store. They have lots and lots of stickers, and you can get some really good deals. Like I like this little, since I live at the beach, this is really cute. This nautical, if you can see it for the glare there. And so that's a 50-piece set of stickers. So that's really not bad at all. And it looks like they're $1.25. I'm not seeing the price on them, but I believe these are $1.25. I think the stickers are almost always $1.25. You've got more stickers under here, more stickers over here as well, and then a whole bunch of stickers over here, all kinds. So lots of options. Even got Disney stickers. Also, they have so many organizers here, and you're going to need organizers to organize your ephemera and all of your crafting supplies. They've got these pencil boxes that can really be great for storing your supplies. And then sort of behind the tape, unfortunately, it's right behind this tape display, they've got some other little storage bins. These are great for all your crafting goodies. A little tip on the scissors, this is another thing that you can get some really, really inexpensive scissors, but sometimes this is something worth paying a little more for. I recommend the Fisker brand if you can afford it. They're not expensive. If you have a Ross store in your area, even though that's a clothing store, they actually carry Fisker crafting scissors. So that's a little tip, they have them at a good price. It's cheaper than what you can find online. When you see the Dollar Tree plus sign, that usually means that it's more than $1. So these are like 3 and up in this section, and it says they're individually marked, but they're not. So I would love to tell you exactly how much all of these storage bins are, but I did want to mention these. I actually have a lot of these stackable drawers. These are great. It's not, I don't have this exact brand. I have Sterilite that I got at Pop Shelf, but it's the same thing. It's the same size, the same thing. They're stackable and they are perfect size. I think they're supposed to hold shoes, but they're the perfect size for crafting supplies. Really, really great. But they've got bins of all sizes. And if you're not familiar with Dollar Tree, their inventory does rotate. So what you see today might be different tomorrow, or it might be different in your area. You may have a bigger Dollar Tree that has even more stuff. And as you can see, they've got even more storage bins back here, and it just goes on and on. Also, some people like to make their junk journals from scratch using an old hardback book, and then they take the inside of the book out and then they put whatever they want on the inside for pages, you know, recycled paper bags, whatever. And so you can look at the books, but what I recommend if you're gonna go that route, I personally don't do that route. I use an actual journal, but if you're gonna go that route, take the cover off while you're looking at it and see what the book is actually gonna look like, which you can cover, but it still gives you a good idea of what you're purchasing. And these are $1.50 each. They also have these stamp sets from Disney right now, and they are the surprise type, so you don't know what you're getting. So it's not these two, it can be any of these on the back, but that's pretty neat, especially if you're a Disney fan. They also have puzzles, and puzzle pieces can actually make outstanding little embellishments, just like one single puzzle piece. I always look for really bright colors, but if you're going for a vintage junk journal, vintage style, you might want to look for more muted colors. If you're finding this video helpful, be sure to give it a like and also subscribe so you don't miss any new junk journal information on the channel. One aisle you don't want to miss is the party planner aisle. They have all kinds of things like this tablecloth that you can cut up and use as really affordable backgrounds for your junk journal or whatever type of journal you're doing. Also, just about everything you're looking at here could be used in some way on a journal. You've got all kinds of bags. You can actually put these little treat bags inside to put something inside of in your journal, or to make a smaller, you could cut it off right here and make a smaller pocket to put things in. So you definitely don't want to miss. And of course, all of these bags can make great backgrounds too, especially the larger bags. You can get several backgrounds out of one bag. Tissue paper is another option for backgrounds, and there's all different colors. I will say tissue paper is a little hard to work with. Wrapping paper can actually be a better option for backgrounds. If you're doing vintage style or just want some sort of lace type embellishment, these multi-packs, like this is a 32 pack, and these are really large. There's my hand for comparison, these are a good value to put inside of your journal. On the end of one of the aisles in almost every store, you can find more stickers. Most of these are going to be $1.25. Any of the small items are typically $1.25, and you want to always check around the corner. They have all of these stickers, so those can be great embellishments. And then you can also use these to create backgrounds as well. And I've seen people also use these as covers. If you're creating one from scratch and you're covering an old book, this can be a good way to, it's just peel and stick, so you can wrap it around a book to create your journal. Now I'm in the bathroom laundry section, and I just wanted to point out that there are even more, they're hard to see, but there's even more storage options for your craft supplies here. Just arrived at the front, even more storage with these lovely colors, really nice colors. I'm adding a bonus in here. I actually popped over to another Dollar Tree. We have two near us because that one's crafting section was a bit picked over. I wanted to show you what they have. They have so many things for crafting that store did not have. So they've got the big double-sided tape right here. I'm gonna lay down some of my purchases. I'll show you what I'm getting. And they've got just so much stuff. They've got these cute little containers for putting all your buttons, sequins, puzzle pieces, whatever you use for your embellishments. And so these were the items, and they've got some of the Mod Podge. I don't actually use that, I use just regular glue. They've got a little crafting mat here. This is quite small though, so this would be for cutting something really small, but it's a good starter crafting mat. And different types of glitter and appliques. They also have these little letter beads, which can be fun to put as charms on the outside of your journal. Also in their crafting section, they've got these large items. Some of these are a little big for a junk journal, but some of them you could definitely use. This was the other item that I could not find in the other store, and these are awesome. These are similar to the ones I showed in the crafting section, but they're just a little bit different, and you can stack them. I mean, they don't click together or anything, but they're definitely stackable. So again, these are great for little crafting items. Put these organizers down side by side. This is the hardware one, and it is $1.50, so you can see the different sections. Very similar, slightly smaller is the crafting one, but almost the same number of sections, and it is $1.25. So I'll close the lid so you can see what they look like on the top. Very, very similar. So for 25 cents, you get a tiny bit of more space, but not much. They're very close in size. Also, they have this tacky glue. I don't know if it's this exact same brand. The bottle color is the same. I actually use this glue a lot, and it's listed as $1.25. Up at the front of the store, they have some discounted items that are 50% off, and this actually comes with a little sticker sheet. How cute is that? There's a surprising amount of things in the Valentine's section that can be easily used in a junk journal. These felt heart stickers. There's a lot of ribbon of all different kinds, very affordable, $1.50 for these small. I would actually prefer the small over the large, but you could actually use the large as a background and cover the entire page depending on how big your journal is. And then you've got these heart glitter stickers as well. And then even more stickers. Over here, you've even got dinosaur stickers if you like to have dinosaur stickers, but really almost everything here you could use for embellishment, especially if you were doing a Valentine's spread. But a lot of these you could use year-round for different things. And then this section also had a ton of stickers, all kinds of things I saw here that could be used. Like even these erasers, they're a little thick, but they're not too thick. There's my hand for comparison. You could use those as well. And then they have, I'm actually gonna get these for myself. They have these really cute confetti pieces that would lay flat. So those are an excellent addition to any junk journal. And then throughout here, there's just even more stickers and cards and just all kinds of things that could be used. Here is my Dollar Tree haul for today, and I actually do shop there pretty frequently. It's a great place for good deals for junk journaling. I got I went with the hardware. It was $1.50. They were slightly bigger. I got some, I'm a little apprehensive about this. I got a 4-pack of glue stick for $1.25. Can't beat that on the price. Don't know if it will work well, but I will try it and see. And then I got 2 different types of the heart confetti, and I just love those little retro candies on the ribbon. And then just to let you know, so the half price, it ended up being 67 cents, 67, yeah, I think, cents. It did come with a little pack of cute stickers, and even the lollipop packages are cute too. So I think that's pretty cool for Christmas, and some of these aren't even Christmas specific, so that's neat. And then I ended up buying 3 puzzles because I like to use the puzzle pieces. I especially look for really bright puzzles like these to use as accents in the junk journal. If you'd like to learn more about junk journaling, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.